garden and check my cauliflower and my broccoli before you actually can't be out here later today. It's about 6:30 a.m. From all the smoke, you can't be out here. You can't even breathe. But it's a little chilly this morning. And I wanted to make sure my broccoli heads were doing something, or just checking to make sure they're okay. And look, I'm getting cauliflower, and I want to really get that covered really quickly and tie these up with some twine. So yeah, just a quick cauliflower inspecting. I don't see a head on this one. There's one in this one that's starting. So yeah, I really have to get these tied up, protect from the bugs, and to protect from the sun. Not that we've been seeing in the sun. This is what the skies look like right now here in Pennsylvania, Grow Zone 70. It's very, very hazy. All the years I've been alive, I have never experienced what I experienced yesterday. It was very hazy. You couldn't see the sun because the smoke was blocking it out. Not too bad. And then I was doing other things in the house and came outside, and you can, trash cans are over there, recyclable and regular trash. There was ashes on the top of it. It gave me like really bad anxiety. It was so smoky here. And Canada is not extremely close to us, but just insane. I've never experienced anything like this in my life. So I did do a garden video yesterday, but you guys got to see my Memorial Weekend video. Within that video, I said I wanted to re-tie up some of my tomato plants because I'm single stemming them. Hi, welcome to Bake a Leg and Let's Take It. Sorry, 6-something in the morning here. Let's see, like there's soot on things. I use a lot of square foot gardening. I'm using someone else's garden to garden this year, and there's my strings. But what I want to do is take the string and I will move it up to here on all the tomato plants. So that has to be done. And I didn't get to it yesterday for a good reason. I have upper respiratory disease, so I cannot be out in the smoke. And what else did I say in that video I wanted to get done? Oh, I wanted to finish mulching. I was going to mulch the celery, and I think most of the beans came up, so I could probably mulch them as well. And it is chilly this morning here. We are, let me see if I can look at my watch. We are, I think like 65 this morning. Not even. I thought my watch would tell me, but it doesn't. But yeah, it's pretty chilly out here this morning. So, wasn't able to get to any of the tomatoes to retie them. Do what I gotta do. And I want to really keep an eye on my broccolis every day from here on out, so that they don't go to seed or don't bolt. I want to get to them before the weather does or before something else does. This is probably, let me see, like these heads are just starting to come in. This one's pretty little. This one's probably about my biggest head. That one's really small still. So I don't think I'm going to get like a full head. But hey, it's better to get something than get nothing at all, correct? So, and I have some kale that I wanted to get planted in, like just a vacant spot that I have right there. It's just like little baby kale. And the likelihood that I thought I'd be able to get to it yesterday when I came out yesterday morning and recorded that garden video for, let me see, June the 1st. Well, This is what's going on here, and I didn't get any of my stuff done out here, so it may be a day in the kitchen today. And I wanted to see if there was any improvement. This one probably not. A lot of the heads were dead and I trimmed them with scissors. This one, it's marigold, as you can see, is looking much better. This one just might not be good anymore. I might have to put in another one. And this one here is looking better. Jean had bought marigolds and they just were not looking good. And I cut off all the heads to these marigolds to try to get them to come in better. And this one is looking really, really good. I don't know if you could see that. That's not bugs. It's just, it's soot. Like ash is what it is. It's on my plants. I think it's a mechanism for, because I'm over at the eggplants now, it's a mechanism when it's a little too chilly. We might be just at 60. The leaves curl up. So, I guess to protect ourselves. But I do see one bug. I think it was a Japanese lantern, and I just killed it. A baby. That's what that just looked like. So I'm checking for bugs this morning, and just looking things over. I really wanted to check my cauliflowers and cabbages. So, where is my twine? Let's see if I can find my twine and I can tie up these cauliflowers really quickly with you. I might as well show you the zucchini before I get to the cauliflowers. So there's a couple zucchinis on there. I'm just going to use this twine. I'll try to show you one, but hang tight just a sec. Okay. I'm doing all this even before coffee. But it's smoky out here and I just kind of want to get this done. Plus I want to show you how I do my cauliflower. When it's Snowball cauliflower, it's white. You definitely want to cover it, the leaves, once you see the heads form. That's why I was keeping a close eye on it. It'll protect it from the sun, from turning it yellow. So, let me see if I can stick you with this tripod down here. Let's see. Sticking it in between other cauliflower. Basically, I'm going to cut. Hopefully you don't fall over. I'm going to cut a pretty long piece of twine. You don't want to put it on super duper tight. But you want to do it. Here's my string. You want to do it. You know, I just have to get through here. You want to do it so that the plant can still breathe. I feel like I jumped out of bed this morning. Any leaves that are no good on your cauliflower while you're over here, like this is a broken one, you can just take it off. If you have chickens, you can feed it to your chickens. Okay, so I'm just going to grab all the heads. I'm hoping that you see this. Doesn't have to be all of them, but like this. I'm going to go around with my twine. And slide it up some, because we're worried about discoloring it. Sorry, hopefully you're seeing this. Oh. Worried about the sun discoloring it. So you want it, the head to still be able to grow. You want to be able to prevent the sun from changing it really bad color. And that's pretty good. That's how that's done. Now I just have umpteen amount more to do. Only on the ones that actually have heads. So let me do one more with you. I guess this video will be how I protect my cauliflower heads. I'm like the worst with titles, my friend. I know a title is everything that gets you views. I'm just not the greatest with titles, and I'm trying to put the tripod on a spot so it's not going to fall over. So let me grab scissors, more twine. If I get this done, I think I'll feel a little relieved, because obviously I will not be able to get out here today. And I want to make sure I don't smush an onion. This is one thing I noticed about this garden. It's hard to move. You just grab the leaves, however you can grab them. The ones that are long enough that can reach. Hopefully I did this string long enough. So, sure you'll see June 1st is garden tour this week, because I'm a little bit behind, but I guess I have to post this after I post my video. And then what you can do with the twine, so leaves get bigger and the head gets bigger, as you just slide it up. Alright, let me see if there's any more. Can't do that. This mechanism you cannot do with your broccoli, only your white snowball cauliflower. So there's another head right here, if you can see it, even though these two little leaves are over it. I'm gonna try to cover it anyway. Let's cut another piece. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Well, I should say this morning. I gotta make sure I get these things done. The chicken's done. See? There's one that's no good. I'll show you in 1 minute. This is why I am covering these up. I just spotted a cauliflower that's not any good now. And then the head's small. It's very strange. I'll have to look it over to see exactly what happened. So out the corner of my eye. And I'm doing all this before even a cup of coffee. But this is why this was a rush for me to get out here and do before the smoke gets real bad. Because it's like I just lost a baby cauliflower. Okay, pretty good. Now, let me see. Let's see if I could show you this. I don't know what happened here, but it's got brown and stuff on it. So I'm going to give it to the chickens. I'm not going to sweat it. I'm just going to pull it out so I can bring it closer and show you. But this is a cauliflower that is no good. Part of it looked like it was starting to spread open and starting to rot. So, chicken food. And then I always try to pick up any extra leaves that aren't good so that I don't attract slugs. So that might have just been a fluke, just not a good cauliflower. But any leaves, pick them up so you don't get bugs or slugs in your garden. But that was one that was no good. Okay. There's nothing for me to cover up on this one yet. This one has a baby head right here, so I'm already here rushing, so I might as well cover it up. I have to go down the row. But this is just how I do it, my friends, to protect it. Because if you don't, it gets like brown from the sun, and you end up not being able to get any cauliflower because the sun will change its color and taste, and sometimes it rots it. So Snowball cauliflower is not my first pick. If you're new here, I'm staying with someone. I like the purple of Sicily cauliflower. The bugs don't like it, and it has that beautiful purple color. And yeah, for some reason, cabbage moths and like the bugs just don't take to any type of red or purple cabbage or the purple of Sicily or the graffiti cauliflower. They won't mess with it. And I didn't get to plant any of that except some seeds inside my green stalks. So let's see if there's any more. There's one right there. It's not the largest, but if I cover it up now, sorry for all this moving you around, but it's due to the ground and the tripod. So this one right here has a head that's going. So I'm trying to save it. I heard today is going to be worse with the smoke than yesterday. So top concern for me is to get out here and save my cauliflowers, because I'm obviously not going to be out here when it's all smoky. I mean, it makes like a terrible fog and you could smell it. It's just smelled like houses were burning down here. Very spooky. Never saw that a day in my life. Wildfires in Canada affecting us here in Pennsylvania. It's terrible. Okay. So I'm going to start some there. That's tied up. That's good. Now, I might almost be done hanging out with my friends on YouTube, getting this worriment off my mind. I don't see any more heads. There's a head in that one, a head in this one. So I think 2, 3 more to go. Do you mind hanging out with me while I do this? Let me put you right there. Oh. And then grab some more twine. See if I can put my foot in between the onions. My Walla Walla onions are right behind me, so it's not the most easiest spot to do this. But can you see? I'm only covering up the ones that are forming a head, like I stated. So the chickens will be happy because they'll get these leaves that are no good on the bottom. And now let's tie up this one. I think, oops. I think, well, one I almost dropped it. What was I going to say? I think there might be only one more left to tie up. At least I hope. So yeah, and if you saw that tour, I explained my sniffling craziness. Never had allergies a day in my life. And it was like, as soon as I would come out the door, it'd be like I'm sniffling in every one of my videos. And somebody asked me about it. I mean, some sneezing. And, yes, I felt the need to have to apologize for me sniffling on all my videos. I don't know. I guess you can get allergies at any time. Perfect. I have to backtrack and pick up all the bad leaves. Okay, I think might be one more to go, my friends. This is, oh, well, 2 technically. It's kind of on the small side, but This is a bonus too of having friends on YouTube, because I view all my subscribers as being friends. You get to have someone hang out with you and keep you company while you're doing maybe not so much of a fun job. So this will be less of a worriment now to get something done this early in the morning. I'm sure if my head's in the camera, I mean, my hair is probably a hot mess. I think I jumped right out of the bed, texted my son. He's going to do my inspection on my SUV. And I thought, I don't know if everyone knows this little trick with cauliflower. I figured I'd turn on the camera and just show you how I do it. Nothing in this one yet. Plus, when it's really small, even if it's starting to form a head, the leaves are still close to it. But once the head gets bigger, the leaves start opening up. That's why you need to cover it. So one more right there on the end, which is real close to the fencing, but that's okay. On my back. And then check, I got it off the list. Which I will be relieved because I don't want to lose all my cauliflower with the sun rotting it. So I don't know how I'm going to do this one. So you can see without my big dome being in there. Make sure you don't fall over. So I think I'm going to make some blueberry muffins in the kitchen today, since I won't be able to be out here. Yeah, this one's going to have to be done a little bit tighter. It's hard to see because the other leaves are in my face. I didn't want to stay closed. Don't be afraid to pull it a little bit tighter. Not too tight, but enough to keep it shut. And that is closed up. I can actually move this up some. Just take your fingers and slide it up throughout the season as the head gets bigger. Woohoo! I did it and got it done, which I'm glad. And there'll be some leaves for the chickens. Pretty soon I'm going to have to start taking my finger and spooning around the onions, you know, so it can build the bulb better. So, did I get them all? The ones I needed to get? Let's check this cauliflower. I don't see anything in that one. That's okay. One last looky over. And I got them all. And there's my itty bitty mess. Not too bad. Then all I have to worry about doing is the tomatoes. But, like I said, that may have to wait. And I am going to lower you down. Like I said, it's the one-woman show here. I think one other quick job I could do while I'm here is I have to clean up my mess. And I'm going to take off any marigold that doesn't look good, so that it helps the plant. If you didn't get to them to cut them in time, I mean, they're not going to look good. Just trim them up, take the dead off, and it should be fine. Okay. And that one I'm definitely going to have to replant another one. If I have another one, because I don't think that one's going to survive. So I got the cauliflower done. And 2 marigolds. So that's how it's done, my friends. That's how you protect that white gorgeousness. But this is why I really don't like to grow snowball cauliflower, because it's very temperamental and it will turn fairly quickly, like you saw that little one. But that is how you tie them up to protect them. So thank you for hanging out with me. I greatly appreciate it. That's all I'm going to do in the garden. I'm going to gather my leaves, get this together for the chickens, and let's look at this again real quick. And I have a basil pruning video that you will see, but this is what happens if it gets too hot or it's you know, not covered. But this one's separated, as you can see, so it wasn't going to amount to much anyway. But this is what your whole big head could look like if you don't wrap it up like that with a twine. So chicken food for the chickens this morning. I gave them yogurt and stuff last night, so they'll be fine. I'll just throw this in the run for them, and I'm going to leave my scissors and my twine here. And I have to keep my eye on the broccoli. I might not get humongous heads. The weather's so weird. It's like we had 90 with terrible humidity, but the temperatures have been cooler at night. And now it's about in the 70s during the day. It's been in the 50s at night, but we're dealing with the smoke. So that's my video today. Broccoli's looking good. Love you all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you on the next video. Make sure your notification bell's on. I go live every Sunday, and people say that they're not getting the notifications. Plus, you want to make sure you don't miss the video that I put out. Love you so much. Be safe with this smoke in the air. That's how you tie up cauliflower. Like, share, subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, friends.